It's the place you go when you finish your show. We're your two best friends. Our names are Max and Ben. We're self-proclaimed television experts. It's Reality Alert. Can you feel the love tonight? Can you? Can you feel the love? Can you? Can you?
Yeah, I guess.
You can. Oh, hopefully we can help. We can help everybody listening, help everybody watching, feel love stronger with Doctors of Love, Max and
That's
Ben.
right. We have our PhDs and everything.
PhDs. We have our business degrees in love business too.
Yes.
We are here to help everybody out.
Yeah, we've created our own rascal dating app.
So yeah. Yes.
Very exciting. You could find all the other rascals out there and date each other.
Yes. You don't. What do you do on our app if you don't swipe? You paw. You paw left and right.
You poke. That's what you do.
Yeah. You poke or you
screen.
You poke left, you paw right.
Meow, meow, meow.
So everybody who is new to Lords of Love, a Reddit relationships podcast, this is a special podcast that we do sometimes where we take posts from around the internet, primarily Reddit, and this Twitter account called Reddit Relationships that takes the best of Reddit relationships, and we find people that are looking for advice and we answer it because we are experts on relationships. And
Absolutely.
we try to help people out. And if you ever want to write to us asking for relationship advice, feel free to DM us and we can answer advice for you on the podcast. So don't be afraid, or you can join us live and we'll answer. We are
even if it's a friend, it
help.
doesn't even have to be you. If you want to gossip about your friend's bad relationship, then send it in.
If you even just want to talk shit about your friends with us,
please.
We'll talk shit about your friends all day. That's my favorite thing to do.
Tell us what you hate the most about your friends.
Yeah. If you want to talk shit about your family as like a person on reality TV, we can do that too.
We can do that. We just want someone to talk to us at the end of the day.
Oh, I just want
interaction.
I just want to talk shit about someone,
I just want communication.
Basic human interaction.
I just want basic human interaction.
I feel a little bit slighted by that.
You don't count. You don't
count. I'm not a human. I'm not human now. Wow.
No, you're an angel.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
You're a lord of love.
I'm a lord of love. Yes, I am.
For those who are not watching on YouTube, we are little cartoon angels on our background right now.
We're little cherubs. Little cherubs.
That's right.
And I just want to do a quick plug for everyone. If you haven't heard, we know we just wrapped up covering Love is Blind Season 3, the US version, but Love is Blind Brazil Season 2 is coming to Netflix on November 30th, and we're going to be covering that over at our Patreon at patreon.com/realityalert. That's right, on November 30th. So go to patreon.com/realityalert and subscribe, and we're going to be covering that over there. So that's going to be a really fun time every week.
We'll be doing our Texas accents for that too.
Yeah, we're going to be doing all the same jokes, all the same stuff.
All the same.
But yes, don't be afraid about it being a foreign version. There is subtitles if you want. There are English dubs for it. We're going to have a blast. So definitely be sure to come check that out. Yes, our listener Nicole says that's exciting because it is. Yes.
Yeah, the dogs are into it.
Yeah, everybody's into it. Woo! Whoa, everybody's getting down. So we'll see you all there.
Very exciting.
Yes. Should we get into our first into our first patient. No, our first, our first person looking to.
Yes. No, I like that. Let's call them patients.
Yeah, that's a really good look.
Let's
right?
also diagnose each person.
Well,
too.
we called ourselves doctors, so aren't these
Yeah.
people patients?
Let's diagnose them all as bipolar. We'll do our inner Cole, right? That's what we'll do.
No, we're doctors of love, but these are friends of ours that we
Yeah.
see because that's
Our best
appropriate. Our best friends. Okay. My XGF 25 wants to have casual sex with me, 22 male, while we're both still single, but there is a catch.
Okay.
My ex contacted me a few days ago and said she wanted to have sex with me. A no strings attached situation. Our relationship came to an end without drama. We realized we were better off as friends, and now we might be friends with benefits. But first, I had to tick all the boxes on a preference sheet she prepared for me. I'm not even kidding. She texted it to me. This was on her list based on her past experiences with me. 1. Intense eye contact. No. 2. Man moaning. Yes.
Okay.
Man moaning. Yes.
Yes.
I like that.
absolutely. Yes.
I'm pro man moaning.
I'm pro man moaning all the way.
You know that I'm pro man moaning.
Oh my God, dear Lord.
Right?
We got an Ulan Hoot one in there too. Don't we? A good one.
I think so, right? I mean, is this not
Woo!
yeah, that's what I was gonna go.
Oh! Oh!
That sounds like man moaning to me. Bending me backwards to kiss me during doggy. No. I like my spine intact.
Yeah. I bet.
Yeah. I mean, I think
That's
that's fair.
painful.
I don't think he should be disintacting her spine in any way.
It sounds like she needs to go to a chiropractor.
Yeah, put that realigning her spine.
Sounds really painful.
Biting. No.
Wow.
We have a Sookie and Bill True Blood scenario. She's like, "Don't bite me, okay? Don't bite me, okay?"
He's really into True Blood still.
Sookie is mine.
Really
he's,
disturbing.
he's coming in every time. I need to bite you.
I need your blood.
I'm gonna be your maker, Sookie. Sookie, and she's like, "It's 2022. It's been canceled for like 10 years. Nobody cares about True Blood anymore. It was bad after maybe 2 seasons."
I only got through the first like 4 episodes of that show.
Yeah, it was sick though. Come on.
It was sick.
It was great theme song too. Okay. 5, thrusting when I have your dick in my mouth. No. I think that's very fair.
Yeah.
What is this guy asking for advice on?
I just love so far that this seems to be like a list of things that she just wants to tell him, like how unsexy he was during sex while they were in a relationship.
Yes. Expecting me to swallow. No. Yeah, that's fair.
That's fair.
That's fair. Sorry, this next one.
Okay.
Winking at me when we lock eyes during oral. No.
That's so creepy.
Winky.
This guy watches way too much porn, right?
I don't think I've ever even seen that in porn. Winking? Wink.
It's probably like the Arrested Development mom wink where she goes,
Yeah.
all right.
I don't know. I don't know where he got that from. He's confused. Maybe he just keeps getting, maybe he sweats a lot and he keeps getting sweat in his eye. It's like in Seinfeld.
Yeah, that could be.
Condom, yes. I don't like the sound of that one. That you need to include that. It's a Danny Louisa situation from
Yeah,
FY Island.
exactly.
Yeah. This one's this one's special.
Okay.
Telling me you're about to come and then saying, "Or am I?" was not funny the first time you did it, and it will still not be funny if you do it again. So no.
Or am I?
I gotta say, it's funny.
It is really funny. It's if he was going for a bit there and not trying to look cool, then it's really funny. If it's a bit.
Okay, if everything else wasn't part of it, it would be funny.
Yes.
But along with everything else, it's not.
Or
But Jesus Christ, what is wrong with this person?
he's just trying to build up the suspense for her, you know?
Yeah.
When's the big surprise coming?
But it seems like it's a joke because she says was not funny. So it seems like he's trying to
He's doing bits.
he's doing bits.
He's doing bedroom bits.
Death gripping my tits. No.
Ouch.
Ouch.
What is he doing?
I don't know.
Yeah.
11. 10% missionary and 90% everything else. No. Well, I want to know. I think she needs to be clearer.
Yeah.
And she needs to do an exact percentage breakdown of every single
Yes.
position.
That's so sexy. Yeah.
It's like a chore chart.
Yes.
I think every couple should have a position chart.
Yeah. You keep a notepad next to you on the bed and you check them off after each time you do them, like a to-do list.
We've done a lot of episodes of these now. We've heard a lot of sex talk, and we just know that you should have a position chart.
Yes. Yes.
That's the only way to solve this. You can't have just say 10%, you know. So that's the end. And this guy says, I still need to respond. Are all these no's an indication that I'm bad in bed?
You think?
I had no idea she had all these problems with me when we were having sex. Oh, so his only question is, are all these no's an indication that I'm bad in bed? Oh, the answer is yes.
Yeah,
Oh, so we helped him out. Okay. Is that his only question?
Hey, you know what? If I were him, I would be grateful
that she still wants to have sex with him.
That A, she still wants to have sex with him, and B, constructive criticism can go a long way. You know? And what's also the lesson learned here? It's communicate. You know, if you don't like something in bed, communicate. Tell the other person. Come on.
No, it's you got to make a list and a chore chart. In a chore chart.
Make a list.
You got to make a list. It's called the Santa Claus method, and make sure to check it twice.
Yes. So the list starts. Take off clothes. Then get in shower. Right. Brush your teeth.
Yes.
Light all the candles. All of them. Right. Turn on the Barry White music.
Yes.
Right. Both of you get under the covers and tuck yourself in. Right.
Read jokes to use in bedroom book so you don't forget.
Yes. Yes.
All the good stuff.
Yeah, practice your bits in the mirror in the bathroom before sex.
or am I? Or am I? Or am I? All the good stuff.
Or am I?
This next one kills me. Husband sniffing paint remover is the title.
Nice.
Which we all do, right? Okay.
Yeah, of course.
For starters, he bought this stuff at a sex store. But it's clearly labeled nail polish remover and says not to sniff. But the guy at the store told him it's great for heightening your orgasm, So here we are.
My God, it's quite the salesman.
I am personally not okay with this. I know it kills brain cells and deprives your brain of oxygen. However, I'm not one to control what he does. He's a big boy. Recently, he's been bringing it out, and I show clear discomfort with it. It stinks and kills the mood to think he needs to get high to come. Tonight, for instance, he was taking a while to come, sniff this crap, and was done in a minute's time.
Hold on, baby. I need my nail polish remover.
Does anyone else have experience using this stuff? He is extremely against anything else. For instance, when we met, I would smoke weed sometimes, and he wanted me to stop right away. Thinks it's as bad as heroin. I told him last weekend he might as well smoke a joint. At least he wouldn't have to do it every 2 minutes to get a little high. I've read that it's pretty dangerous, but what is everyone else's experience?
My God. Max, have you ever done poppers with?
yeah, this is popper. I have not done poppers.
I haven't either. This is a little out of my wheelhouse.
If anyone is unaware, this guy is doing poppers and his wife isn't aware of it. She thinks that he's smelling nail polish remover. Poppers are primarily, I'm very ignorant on this, but what little I know about poppers, Ben, is that poppers are primarily big in the gay community. And they are used to loosen up before sex.
Do you
know what I mean by
as well?
By loosen up?
Yes.
Like for penetration.
Yes, I know.
Which is why it's so funny that this guy and she thinks it's
Yeah.
She doesn't know.
She has no idea.
But I don't know if he knows.
I don't know either.
And I think
the sex store guy. I think the
is
sex store
fucking
guy,
with them.
he's fucking with them. Yes, that's what I was thinking. Or he's not real. That's the other option too. The sex store guy.
Like he's a robot?
No, I mean like he just doesn't exist. Like they probably went back. He probably went back like the next week and was like, "Hey, is Daryl in or whatever?" And they're like, "Daryl, there's no Daryl here."
It was just some random. It was just some random guy that like popped behind like the stand and was like,
he's just already high. Yeah.
It's just so funny that she thinks that he's like huffing basically, but he's just doing poppers.
Well, look, we want him. He's a big boy. He can do whatever he wants, right? He's a big boy. He doesn't need her help getting off poppers.
I guess her question is, she's asking what our experience is. So my experience is I haven't done poppers, but I'm not one to judge.
I'm not one to judge.
I'm not. I mean, I guess he doesn't need to.
Yeah. I mean, it's helping him finish, right? So
I guess. I mean, it's giving an effect that. I mean, I don't know what kind of sex they're having.
Right.
But it doesn't sound like
it sounds like
it doesn't sound like she's penetrating him.
It sounds like no. I think it does sound like she's just concerned more than anything
because she thinks that he's sniffing nail polish. I mean, I don't know about the health risks of poppers.
I don't either. I really have no idea.
But you only live once, so you just pop away.
Pop away, Redenbacher. Have fun. She's gonna start calling him Orville in the bedroom.
God, she must have gone down such a rabbit hole when people started responding to the spot and been like, you should Google poppers, you know? She was like, what?
Oh man.
What other things about gay culture do you think she learned about, like the ballroom scene and like the ball scene, not the ball scene, and like other things? She's like, oh my God, what?
What?
What are drag queens? No, I mean obviously those are more famous than like poppers, but it's just really funny. She had
Really
no
funny.
idea.
Oh man.
God, that's so amazing. All the responses are incredible. Anyway, this next one, my 36-year-old female husband, 41-year-old male, has some disturbing requests for after he's passed away.
Oh no.
Ooh. This one is really bizarre, and I'm sorry ahead of time. That I didn't say that. She is saying this, by the way.
Okay.
Just so people don't
It's not
know.
bizarre for you.
I apologize for nothing. My husband, I don't have a husband. This is from her, just so everybody don't get confused. This one is really bizarre, and I'm sorry ahead of time. My husband of 12 years has had some medical problems recently. The topic about end-of-life plans came up, and I asked if he wanted to be buried. He didn't want that, nor did he want to be cremated. My husband wants me to have his skull taken from his body and cleaned. Then he wants that skull put on the mantelpiece in the living room. The rest of his body he wants sent to one of those pieces that makes the gems out of bodies and made into 2 blue diamonds. He then wants those gems to be put into the eye socket of the skull to look like eyes. Then he can watch the family home and be passed down through the generations.
Wow. This guy sounds really cool.
First of all, this guy, rock and roll, baby.
Yes.
This is metal. This is metal.
That's what
this
I'm
is
saying, man.
This is metal.
He's definitely into metal. Like, right?
This
Like, he
is-
definitely is.
This is sick as hell.
Pew.
This is sick as hell.
I think I'm gonna ask for this now.
I never thought about that. I never thought
Yeah.
about this. How you could combine being a skull and getting the gems thing done.
Yeah. He's got a very creative mind. He really
Yes.
does.
What is she asking? I
What?
think she's just sharing. She's just sharing. I don't know if she's what she wants. She's just saying this. I don't know what she wants. Like she's just
my
distressed.
advice to her is to respect the wishes of the dead.
Yeah, I mean, this is what he
It
wants.
doesn't matter if it costs a couple $100,000.
Is there
Respect the
anything
wishes?
is there anything wrong with this? Don't you want him to be with you forever? Don't you love him? Does she not love him?
Yeah. She doesn't want to go to bed every night with the skull next to her in bed on the pillow next to her, watching over her as she sleeps.
This is something that bothers me, Ben. People, I've always wanted to talk about this on the podcast. I don't know if it's come up before, but I would love to talk about it again. People always talk about how, like, they're like, at my funeral, I want people to have a party. I want them to, like, celebrate my life.
Yes.
I want them to be happy. I'm like, you realize you're not going to be at your funeral, right? Because you're
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah.
Okay? Ben.
You realize you don't get to be partying with them.
Yeah, Ben.
Right.
I want people to be miserable at
Me
my
too,
funeral
yeah.
because I'm fucking dead.
I want
people
to be miserable at your funeral too.
Yeah.
I'll
Thank
make
you.
sure. I'll make
Thank
sure.
you.
I
Thank
will
you.
make sure.
I want them to miss me. I want everyone in the world to feel like a piece of them is missing. And that's why I want my skull to watch over them and my body gems in their eyes to let them know that a piece of history, a piece of man, a piece of the world is missing. Okay. I don't want no happiness.
Yeah.
I don't want no celebration. That's what I'm talking about. Let's
Yeah.
go.
I want everyone to question their existence on this earth
Yes.
when I die. I want them to contemplate it. I really want them to hold my skull in their hands and look at me and contemplate.
Oh,
what
I
is
like
life.
that. I
It's-
would like my skull to be turned into a magic 8-ball.
Oh, that's even
That
funner.
would be sick.
That is so sick.
Yes.
That's very cool.
Yes,
I want my
that's what I
skull to
want.
be turned into a basketball, and I want to see everyone at the funeral playing 5-on-5.
Yeah. Oh, dude, your rib cage could be turned into a hoop.
Very cool. See, that would be awesome. I would love
Yes.
that.
Yes. This guy had the right idea. I don't get what she's upset about.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't know.
Seems pretty badass to me.
Yes. Okay, this next one is very good, Ben. I, 19 female, told him, 22 male, I wanted to go on a date to Chuck E. Cheese, and he stopped responding.
No.
No.
Really?
Yeah, he asked me on a date 3 times, and the first 2 times I said no. Then yesterday he asked again, and I agreed to it. He asked me where I wanted to go, and I said Chuck E. Cheese.
He's being nice there by asking again, pretending like he didn't hear the first time. He's like, okay, I'm going to give her a second chance to not say this.
No. Listen. No. He asked me on a date 3 times, right? And the first 2 times I said no. So he asked me
Oh,
3
I see.
times, and the first 2 times I said no. Then yesterday he asked again, and I agreed to it. He asked me where I wanted to go. So this is the final time this is the 3rd time he asked her, and she says yes. And I said Chuck E. Cheese. I was being serious, LOL. He didn't respond, just left me on red. Should I double text or just assume he's no longer interested?
He's no longer
LOL.
interested. He's no longer interested.
Why
He
not?
probably thinks you're an undercover cop or something. That's probably what he thinks. At this moment, I'm sure he's thinking, I probably shouldn't be dating a 19-year-old anyways. I'm gonna stick to 22-year-olds.
What is wrong with going on a date to Chuck E. Cheese? Just want to play some games. I mean, people go on dates to Dave and Buster's. What's wrong with Chuck E. Cheese? Let's just
Chuck E.
dissect
Cheese
this.
is a different. I see where you're going with this, but Chuck E. Cheese is a different environment.
What's-
There's animatronic mice, and there's
Yeah, that's fun. Right? There's Disney World adults. Do we judge
you know
them?
what? You're right.
Do we judge Disney World adults? Yes. Yes, we do.
we do. I do.
We do.
No, I think they
Disney
could
World
have had a
is sick,
very.
though.
They could have
Disney
had
World's
a
sick.
very romantic date in the ball pit. They really could. Yeah.
They would've-
Um,
My favorite part about this is that she had him.
yeah.
She had him in her grasp. She was
Yeah,
playing hard to get, and she was
nagged him.
winning.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did. She made him ask her 3 times.
Yeah.
He was desperate.
And then he realized she was a child.
I would never ask a girl out 3 times. That is so embarrassing.
But is it more embarrassing than asking to go to Chuck E. Cheese on your first date?
Yeah, I would feel really good. I would feel really good if I asked somebody out 3 times and then I was like, I can't believe I just did that. And then she responded, take me to Chuck E. Cheese. I would be like, I think you would have a full moment of clarity,
Yeah.
right? You would be like,
this is the universe telling him to take no for an answer.
yes, exactly.
That's basically what it is. Yeah.
But she's asking. He didn't respond to me on. So should she double text? Should she double text? And what should she double text if she does?
I would say that she shouldn't, because I think she needs to re-examine some life choices and try and figure out who she is as a person
Where should
before she jumps back into the dating world.
Where should she want to go on dates? Discovery Zone.
Discovery Zone.
What's better? Build-A-Bear? Would Build-A-Bear be?
Build-A-Bear,
Well, Build-A-Bear
that's
actually
good.
is more appropriate than Chuck E. Cheese.
Yes, I've seen adults in Build-A-Bear before.
Adults do go to Build-A-Bear.
That's true.
I actually don't think that like a 19 and a 22-year-old would be allowed in Chuck E. Cheese. I think you have to have like children with you.
No, that's not true.
Why do you know this?
I know this. I know this because I listen to. I'm plugging another podcast that doesn't need a plug, but I listen to the Doughboys podcast where they review fast food restaurants. And Mike Mitchell and Nick Weiger, two extremely funny comedians, had to eventually. They didn't have to, but they did. They reviewed Chuck E. Cheese's pizza, and they had to go in to it. And they're like, they're in their mid 40s. Both bearded men, and they were able to get a table and get a large pie.
Oh,
And then
really?
and they played games too. So
That's funny.
yeah, you can
I know-
go into a Chuck E. Cheese.
I think like adults can, but like teenagers can't or something. There's like some rule, but maybe a 19-year-old and a 22-year-old can.
Maybe.
Yeah, there's like some age kind of thing.
Look, I do think that like doing an arcade date, or something like that is fun. Even a Dave and Buster's, I think, is more age appropriate because it leans a little more.
She couldn't go to Dave and Buster's.
Why?
Oh, because she's 19. Could he be her?
No, Dave and Buster's isn't like that anymore. It's an
It's not
ages thing.
Yeah.
So she can go to Dave and Buster's.
Thank God. Okay,
What do you think that date would have been like if they had gone? Do you think she would have been like, "It's my birthday," and then she would have jumped up on the stage and started singing with the mouse?
Yes. So what's the place that they could go to that's still very childlike, but not Chuck E. Cheese?
Disney World.
Disney World. Yeah, why didn't she just say Disney World?
What about Six Flags? Huh? Go for a ride on a roller.
Those rides might
coaster.
be too scary. They'd have to go to like Rise Playland or something smaller
true.
like that with like the baby rides, the baby ride place
What about bowling? And then they have those little bowling
with the
arcade
bumper lanes,
areas.
bowling with the
Yes.
bumper lanes. Yes,
Bowling with bumper lanes. That's age appropriate. I think.
She would ride on like the little rides outside. You play like 50 cents too, like the dragon that goes up and down. She would get like brat stalls out of like the the gumball machines.
She'd go, "Can I have another quarter? Can I have another quarter?"
Exactly.
You'd be like, fine.
She really good at play. She went too far for the first date. You have to work up to Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah. You don't just
You have
tell
to
someone on the first date, "I love Chuck E. Cheese."
Yeah, you have to ease them in. God. You can't go.
That's right.
You can't just go full mouse on them. You have to full rat. I think he's a rat, isn't he? Is he a rat?
Yeah, he's a
or-
big rat.
Yeah, he's a full
Yeah,
rat.
New York City sized.
Yeah, you gotta wait. You gotta wait into it. He's the OG pizza rat.
Maybe like go to a cheese place to start. Get some cheese.
I think she probably only likes like craft singles.
Probably.
I think she go to a cheese place.
Or string cheese sticks too, right?
Maybe she could have him over and like her mom could make them like dino nuggets or something.
Yeah,
Maybe that's
that'd
what
be
they could
good.
do. Yeah. Maybe they could go to a McDonald's play place. Maybe that could be the start
Hey,
off.
there you go. Now we're talking.
Yes. Or she could say it's McDonald's and then try to lure him into the play place.
Right.
Well, I think we help these two lovebirds out. I think they're
Yeah.
gonna make it. Just double text and say, "Oh, I made a typo. My phone auto-corrected to Chuck E. Cheese."
She could save herself here and try and go the route of, "Oh, I was being ironic. I was being like a manic pixie, dream girl."
Yes. I'm so Zoe Deschanel.
Yes. Like, wouldn't it be silly if we went to Chuck E. Cheese? Wouldn't that be just really
Yes.
silly and fun? It'd make us feel like kids again.
Yeah, so let's do it, right?
Yeah. I think they should go to Chuck E. Cheese now. I'm convinced.
Yeah, I think we should go.
Okay, I'm convinced.
Yeah, I think we should go.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay.
We'll meet halfway in South
Yes.
Dakota.
I heard it's really nice this time of year.
Yeah.
Here's another one, Ben. My boyfriend has an unhealthy obsession with monkeys.
Nice. The Monkees, the band?
No, it looks like it's spelled the normal way,
I
unfortunately.
thought this was my wife writing this for.
I don't think there
Thank
is an
God.
unhealthy. You can't like the monkeys too much.
No.
If
If
I'm
you're
rating
a Jones head, you're a Jones head. Right?
exactly. I'm rating this post because he just told me to refer to him as the Monkey King.
This guy sounds awesome already. Let me just say that.
He is seriously obsessed with monkeys. The other night, I woke up to him gripping his phone with his feet and calling it monkey practice. He started laughing like a monkey too, and sometimes I see him just staring at monkeys laughing.
Wait, where? Where? Is he at the zoo or is it like on TV?
I think this explains it. His YouTube feed is filled with monkeys. He goes to the park and swings from the trees like a monkey and climbing them. He tries to use his feet as hands whenever possible, even when we're in public. I have no problem with his love for monkeys, aside from the fact that it has now gone to the point that other people ask me if he's mentally ill. He keeps insisting this is normal, but I don't think it's just a hobby anymore, now that he's literally fantasizing about becoming a monkey. Should I break up with him or just tolerate this strange obsession?
Tolerate it? Celebrate it. Your boyfriend sounds awesome.
Yeah, I mean, who else? I mean, look, you have one life to live. How often do you get? Who else have you heard gets to say, "I am in love with the Monkey King"?
I mean, that's a dream. Literally,
you're basically living in Jumanji when the kid turns into the monkey.
Right.
Who else gets to live in Jumanji?
I can see how though she might get upset, like when they're dining out at fancy restaurants, like for a birthday or something, and he takes off his shoes and then he takes off his socks, and she's like, "Please don't, please don't." You know, she's like, that soup is really hot. There's no way you're gonna be able to make it all the way to your mouth.
Yeah, they have to go to the ICU after like every meal. It's very annoying.
Yeah. Or like when they're at the movie theater and like he gets a big old bucket of popcorn and he puts it on the floor, dips his toes in.
I love this obsession with like eating with your feet. Like monkeys can't do anything with their hands.
With their hands, yeah. Monkeys have never eaten a banana with their hand ever.
No, everything is with their feet. That's their whole thing. They don't. Monkeys don't have arms. They do everything with their feet. That really stands out to me. That the whole monkey thing doesn't concern me about his mind, but the obsession with feet is kind of what concerns me.
Yeah. He might have a foot fetish.
He has a monkey foot fetish.
What are the odds that he's called his dick a banana? I mean, probably pretty like 100%.
Like 110%. Yeah.
110%. Yeah.
And a thing that stands out to me is that her Reddit username is 14th Century Rat.
Wait, is she the Chuck E. Cheese girl?
Maybe she's the Chuck E. Cheese girl.
Maybe they're perfect for each other.
So she's upset about the Monkey King, but she's calling herself a rat. Like, what's going on here?
Yeah. Great question.
So, yeah, I don't think
she is kind of a rat. She's ratting him out on the message boards. For being a
maybe instead of tolerating him, she should learn to love him. Has she tried monkeying around? Has she tried laughing at the monkeys, swinging from trees, tried to see things from his perspective? And
I know I'm going to try it today.
Yeah, and then you can decide whether you want to break up with him or not.
I think that's a good call.
People
monkey see, monkey do. you know?
Exactly.
So you see it, you do it, try it out.
I don't get why it's always two options. Why it's always, do I tolerate or do I break up? Why can't I commiserate? You know?
If you love the person, then you'll monkey around with them.
Exactly.
That's what I think.
You'll jump on the bed with them, but you won't bump your head with them. You won't bump heads with them.
Yeah. That was a cute one. I liked that one.
It was very cute. It was very cute. Should we do one more? Or do you think we should wrap it up? What
Let's
do you
do
think?
it. Let's do one more.
Let's do one more. Let's see this one. Let's see this one. Here we go. Ahem. It's loading. Ooh, I like this one.
Quit monkeying around over there, Max.
Am I the asshole for kicking a server out of my wedding? I, 25 female, and my husband, 30 male, got married last Friday. We planned our dream wedding down to our dream catering company. The wedding was beautiful. After the pictures, we headed to our cocktail hour, and that's when I saw her. My guests were all told to wear dark colors, so my husband and I stood out. I also told my guests to wear minimal makeup. I had assumed that applied to the staff too. The server, 19-ish female, was it the Chuck E. Cheese? Was it the Chuck E. Cheese?
Had to be.
It had to be. Had on clearly too much eyeliner. She also had diamond studs in her ears and a flashy ring and one of those ugly nose studs. The staff. Oh my god! I honestly, we should send her off the planet to like Mars. The staff's uniform was black long sleeve shirt, but on her it was too low cut, and her pants were far too tight.
Oh my god!
The gall!
How dare she?
It was super distracting. She was walking around serving drinks and talking to my guests. I asked another member of the staff to speak to their boss. When their boss came out, I pointed out the server and I asked that she be dealt with because she was super distracting. Their boss apologized and called the server back into the kitchen. Not even an hour later, the server was back out serving food for dinner.
Yeah.
I called the boss over again and I asked her if the server could work in the back or go home. Her boss said that they were short-staffed tonight, so she would see what can be done. After a couple of hours of not seeing her, I saw the server again behind the bar. I called the boss out one last time and told her if the server didn't leave, I would be calling the cops.
Oh my god. I hope she did. I'd love to see what would happen in that situation.
The boss finally relented and told the girl to go home. Do you think she went home or went to Chuck E. Cheese? Which one? My husband and mother-in-law said I was acting crazy and that I probably got a poor college kid fired over nothing. My mother and maid of honors said it's my wedding, so I can do as I please. It's my wedding, and I don't want someone overshining me, and the server should know she's at work and not dress up so much. I do feel kind of bad because she was pretty young. Am I the asshole?
Yes, she is the asshole.
Ben, did you not?
I like how she was worried about getting that girl fired. Like, no, they didn't fire her. They all think you're nuts. They all think you're fucking insane.
Ben, were you not listening to me as I read this? She had on too much eyeliner during her special day. She had diamond studs in her ears. She was wearing a flashy ring. She had an ugly nose stud. She had a black long sleeve shirt, but on her it was too low cut and her pants were far too tight. Everybody wasn't looking at the bride. They were looking at this server.
The server might as well have been wearing a full wedding dress.
Yeah, she basically was.
She basically was.
What was the bride supposed to do? She's not an asshole. She is a beautiful bride who's clearly very secure about her marriage.
Oh, so secure.
Yeah. She was very happy about her wedding day. Nothing could be more. I need more details. I want to be like, How long were you dating this guy? When you guys happy in your marriage? What's going on?
The fact that she told everybody to wear muted colors too is hilarious.
Yeah, and all
Everybody wears shit brown colored clothes.
yeah,
Uh,
my guests were all told to wear dark colors, so my husband and I stood out. And I also asked my guests to wear minimal makeup. Like what? What? This is truly a bride's. Like she spent her whole wedding worrying about like a teenage server.
yeah, she's not even enjoying her wedding.
No. And it's like at your wedding, you usually have like a lot of like family members to worry about too. And you have to like talk to a bunch of people and like you're worried about a fucking server.
Yeah. That's so insecure.
You were going to call the cops on your own wedding? You were going to bring the cops to your wedding.
The wedding sounds more like a funeral to me. Like the way she was asking everybody to come in funeral attire and don't wear too much makeup.
I know. Yeah, it's like what it's like what the dress code for my funeral is going to be like.
Right. That's good.
I'm going to have it in my will that somebody must call the cops on my funeral.
It's going to be called on me for being too flashy.
Yes.
It's going to be.
I'm going to have somebody plant illegal narcotics on you.
I'm going to be walking around like a monkey at your funeral.
Yeah, you'll be full monkey man at that point.
That's
It's going to be sick, dude.
Monkey King.
The Monkey King.
It's what he would have wanted. That's what I yell. He would have wanted this.
I do want to say, in this bride's defense, she does feel kind of bad because she was pretty young. I like all those qualifiers. I do feel kind of bad because she was pretty young. Not I feel bad because she was young and I made a mistake. I do feel
Also, her age doesn't
kind of
matter.
bad. Yeah, I know.
You may have gotten someone fired, you ass.
Yeah, she definitely was not fired. Oh my god. What the fuck?
She should have had her wedding at Chuck E. Cheese. She should have had
I
her wedding.
know.
But then she would have been calling the cops on Chuck. You know, it would have been bad. She would have been
Yeah.
like, he's upstaging me. You know, he just sang me a happy birthday song. It's my wedding.
Yeah. What's Chuck E. Cheese's full name?
I think it's Chuck E. Cheese. E is his middle initial.
No, it's Charles Entertainment Cheese. I'm not lying.
No, I know. Well, Chuck is short for Charles.
Yes, and E is short for entertainment.
Entertainment. Cool.
Charles Entertainment Cheese.
Entertainment is a good name. I like that.
Yes, and he was an orphan who didn't know his birthday.
No way.
Yeah. It's very sad.
And that's why he loves singing happy birthday to all the kids?
I think so.
Tell me more about Chuck E. Cheese. Let's get into it.
He never had his own birthday, so instead he fills the void by hosting birthday parties for everyone else.
Wow, this is getting turning really dark.
Yeah, that's
This
what
little
that's-
rat boy never had a birthday, and now he's spending day in and day out helping all these kids celebrating their birthdays instead.
So Charles took to celebrating the other kids' birthday parties instead, like a professional bachelor wedding crasher. This is according to Insider. It was at those parties that he cultivated a passion for pizza and video games. Soon enough, he won a Pong video game tournament, which awarded him a cool $50. He used that money to purchase a bus ticket to New York, and he never looked back.
Oh my God, I didn't know there was so much backstory to Chuck.
Despite his freedom from the orphanage, Charles missed it, and he had nowhere to stay. Chuck E.
So he went down into the subways.
Would sleep above the kitchen in a pizzeria run by a friendly Italian chef named Pasquale. Chucky loved the smell of pizza, the book reads. I don't know
That
what
pizza
book
place
this is.
definitely has an F rating, right? Like,
Yep.
definitely.
Plus, he had plenty of music. Pasquale would listen to and sing along to. The radio. It was a great place to live. The inevitable day came. Pasquale found Charles in his restaurant and freaked out. Not knowing what to do, Charles sang. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. Pasquale was so shocked that he dropped his rolling pin. A mouse that can sing? My restaurant is saved, the book reads. Then he continued in a cartoonish faux Italian accent. I'ma make you a star. Pasquale set up Charles to be an attraction for his restaurant, a singing mouse. His first performance was a failure and people started walking out. But when he belted out, Happy Birthday, reception was better. As the years went by, Charles created a franchise for birthday singing, pizza, and games, apparently creating the Chuck E. Cheese's chain we all know and love.
Pixar should have done this story instead of Ratatouille.
Yeah, so apparently there's a book called The Story of Chuck E. Cheese, which tells the story of a little mouse growing up in St. Marinara's orphanage.
Well, I know what I'm asking Santa for Christmas.
I know. I'm going to read it with my feet like a monkey.
to.
Yeah, thank you, Insider, for that great,
Insider,
great
yes,
synopsis. Now we
Thank
know
you for
all
that
about
inside info.
Charles.
Appreciate
And
that.
when I click the link, it takes me to this like weird link that doesn't tell me anything about it. It's an empty link. I don't know if this is a real book. It's an
I hope
empty
it-
link. I don't know if it's real. It just says no description. There's no pictures of it. I'm gonna believe that this is made up.
What a dark backstory. He's an orphan and he becomes homeless in New York City and he has to survive off of pizza in a pizza restaurant.
And he
This is
can't really
dark.
sing. He can only sing Happy Birthday.
I tell you what, man, Christian Bale's going to be playing Chuck at some point, and he's going
Yes.
he's going to win an Oscar for it. He
He's
really
gonna
is.
get ear stretching surgery and
He
stuff.
will. He
Because
will.
he's not gonna want to wear prosthetics. Wow, Charles Entertainment Cheese. What a story! I bet you guys didn't think we'd get into that today. I wonder
glad
who
we
else
did.
came out of Saint Marinara's orphanage.
Yeah, did Little Caesar come from there?
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
Wow.
What was that? What was that weird mascot for the Domino's mascot? What's his name?
Oh,
again?
the Noid.
The Noid. The Noid came from there too.
Yes.
It's tough school.
Well, we really helped out some people today, and we shared the gospel of Charles Entertainment Cheese. We provided some very good free advertising for Chuck E. Cheese by saying it about 1,000 times. So you're welcome. Send us some money, Chuck E. Cheese.
Please. Or some
Yes.
cheese pizzas too.
Yes.
I'd be fine with that.
For anyone not subscribed to our Patreon, Love is Blind Season 1. You can only listen to that on patreon.com/reality alert. We also had some bonus episodes for Love is Blind Season 3 Love Center. You can check that on the Patreon, and also patreon.com/reality alert coming up starting November 30th when it comes out. We're going to be covering Love is Blind Brazil Season 2 over there. So we would love to have you. We're having a lot of fun over
That's right.
there. And we're going to have
I've
some
already gotten a Brazilian wax for the first episode. So it's gonna be really fun. I'm already starting with the Brazil joke.
And we have some fun stuff on the Patreon in the meantime for these couple of weeks coming up that you guys should be excited about. But
Yeah,
it's
I
a
heard they did
surprise.
a concert at Red Rocks.
I heard there
for the-
was a Red Rocks Love is Blind concert that's coming out either this week or next week, but it's already been recorded.
Yeah, we have the
So
tape, so
we
yeah,
have the
very
tape, so
cool.
we'll see when that comes out. Otherwise, we'll see everybody real soon.
Bye.
Bye. It's the place you go when you finish your show. We're your two best friends. Our names are Max and Ben. We're self-proclaimed television experts. It's Reality Alert.
Oh my God, dear Lord.